All right, let's stick with Republicans. It's crucial the GOP finds unity in the new Congress. No doubt about that. All right, joining me now to talk about it is Paige Willey, former White House political affairs advisor, and Roma Daravi, I always get your name wrong, Roma, founder and CEO of Daravi Strategies, LLC, and former White House Deputy Director of Strategic Communications. Ladies, thanks for joining me. Roma, what do Republicans have to do as they take the majority to actually get their policies implemented? I was talking to Joe and Art a moment ago, and they're saying just make the argument to the American people. But should actually Republicans be pushing, whether it's the debt limit or pushing in regard to spending, maybe not being afraid of a shutdown to get their agenda, whether it's on the border, whether it's on military funding, whether it's on taxes? Should they use those tools?
Yeah, Sean, a lot of what you just mentioned, the border, taxes, military funding, those are all things that President Trump was able to accomplish for the American people in his first term. And Joe Biden only took a few months, now we're 2 years in, to tear all of that down, to break all of that down, and to bring us back into a position of weakness where we were before Trump was president. So you talk to the American people today, and I think what you'll find is that they are ready to move back into that position of strength. They know that it's what we need. That's why the Republicans were voted to be the majority in the House. And, you know, it's been 2 years of really, really tough times. The American people know that going into the new year, they have a positive outlook. They have people that are committed to getting the country back on track. And you know, there's really no other way to write it unless you look at the mainstream media. They'll tell you that we're very weak and we're not ready to do it. But the Republicans are definitely ready for that.
Well, Paige, and I know a lot of these Republicans, and they want to fight to do the right thing. But I think all Republicans have been sullied with the 18 Republicans in the Senate who voted for this omnibus bill. We look and see what's happening with the border. And in that bill, none of the money can go for more border security. It'll go to more border processing. But I think that it appears, with these 18 at least, that Republicans have lost their way, and therefore have Republicans lost credibility with voters. They're saying one thing on the campaign trail, but when they're governing, they're doing something completely different, Paige.
Sean, what you say is so important. Republicans are not negotiating with toughness anymore. And I think that they need to take an example from President Trump and look at the issues facing the American public and decide where they need to draw some red lines. And so, for example, when they do not negotiate with toughness, it makes you think, as an American voter, that they want the same outcomes that the Democrats want because they refuse to use leverage. And so you have a situation where the border issue is not being taken seriously because you have Senator Tillis from North Carolina, introducing something like amnesty in the middle of a situation where we've had 5 million border crossings and getting worse from the Title 42 question that hopefully will be resolved soon. But when they do not negotiate with toughness, it makes it hard to take seriously that they will be the credible champions of the American people. Secondly, you can look at an issue like trade and manufacturing. And right before the election, you had some congressmen talking about peeling back the China tariffs that President Trump put in place that have been very successful in bringing back manufacturing employment to the United States. And so even when you have something like the CHIPS Act, which was a good investment in our semiconductor capacity, that was not accompanied by things like investment in American education and making sure that those jobs go to American citizens. You had the predatory special interest lobbies coming out as soon as that bill was passing. Now we need more visas so these jobs can go to other countries' citizens. And this is the type of stuff that does not serve the public well.
Paige, it doesn't serve the public well. And again, you lose faith in the electorate that Republicans aren't going to stand up and fight to your point. Paige and Roma, maybe you two should run for office. You guys are great. I'll vote for you. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it.